Scary comp. V89 was not just any ordinary computer. It was a mysterious and eerie machine that had a sinister reputation among the tech-savvy community. No one knew where it came from, who had created it, or what its true purpose was. Some said that it was possessed by a malevolent spirit, while others believed it was a gateway to another realm. But one thing was for certain: whoever dared to use the scary comp, V89 never emerged the same. The story begins with a group of friends, Sarah, Alex, and Mark, who were avid technology enthusiasts. They stumbled upon the scary comp, V89, in an old, run-down warehouse while exploring abandoned buildings in their town. Intrigued by the aura of mystery surrounding the computer, they decided to bring it back to Sarah's place to see if they could unlock its secrets. As they powered on the scary comp, V89, the screen flickered to life with a chilling glow. The desktop background depicted a haunting image of a shadowy figure shrouded in darkness. The friends exchanged uneasy glances, but their curiosity got the better of them. They began to explore the files and folders on the computer, each one more cryptic than the last. Suddenly, a pop-up appeared on the screen, bearing a message in a language they couldn't decipher. It seemed like some kind of code, a cryptic puzzle waiting to be solved. Sarah, being the most tech-savvy of the group, started to decrypt the message while Alex and Mark watched in fascination and trepidation. As Sarah delved deeper into the code, strange things began to happen. The room grew colder, and shadows danced menacingly on the walls. The friends could feel an unseen presence lurking around them, watching their every move. The air was thick with tension, and a sense of dread hung heavy in the room. Just as Sarah was on the verge of cracking the code, the lights flickered and went out, plunging them into darkness. Panic set in as they fumbled for their phones to use as flashlights, but their screens remained blank. A cold, ethereal whisper filled the room, sending shivers down their spines. In the dim light of the computer screen, they saw a figure materialize before them. It was a ghostly apparition, its features obscured by shadows. The friends huddled together in fear, their hearts pounding in their chests. The figure spoke in a hollow, otherworldly voice, demanding to be released from its digital prison. Terrified but determined, Sarah continued to work on the code, her fingers flying across the keyboard. The message slowly began to unravel, revealing a dark and sinister ritual that had been locked within the scary comp, V89, for centuries. As the last line of the code fell into place, a blinding light burst forth from the screen, engulfing the room in a blinding flash. When the light faded, the friends found themselves standing in a vast, desolate landscape. The sky was a sickly shade of green, and twisted, gnarled trees loomed in the distance. They were no longer in Sarah's house. They had been transported to another realm, a nightmarish realm governed by the malevolent spirit that had been unleashed from the computer. The figure that had appeared before them now stood towering over them, its glowing eyes filled with malice. It spoke of ancient curses and forbidden knowledge, of a power that could grant untold riches but at a terrible price. The friends realized too late that they had unleashed a force beyond their comprehension, a force that hungered for their souls. Desperate to escape, they pleaded with the spirit to return them to their world. But the spirit merely laughed, its voice an icy echo in the barren landscape. It offered them a choice: to serve it for eternity or to perish in the void. With no other option, the friends banded together, their hearts filled with fear and resolve. Working together, they devised a plan to trap the spirit back within the scary comp, V89, to seal it away once and for all. As the spirit drew closer, its dark tendrils reaching out to ensnare them. They acted with swift precision. Sarah entered the code in reverse, channeling the spirit's power back into the computer. A pulse of energy rippled through the air, and the spirit let out a deafening howl of rage. It fought against its restraints, a swirling vortex of darkness threatening to consume them all. But the friends stood strong, united against the darkness that sought to claim them. With a final burst of energy, the spirit was sucked back into the computer, vanishing in a burst of light. The landscape began to fade away, replaced by the familiar walls of Sarah's house. The friends collapsed to the floor, exhausted but victorious. As they caught their breath, they looked at the scary comp, V89, now dormant and lifeless once more. They knew that they had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death, that they had faced a darkness beyond imagining and emerged victorious. But the memory of that night would haunt them forever, a reminder of the dangers that lurked in the shadows of the digital world. And so, the scary comp, V89, remained a cautionary tale, a warning to those who dared to tamper with forces they did not understand. For in the world of technology, some mysteries were better left unsolved, some secrets better left buried in the depths of the unknown. And the friends vowed never to speak of that night again, to guard their memories and their souls against the darkness that lurked within the scary comp, V89.